This is one of the stories of the flight that never reached its destination, most mysterious in the world. More than 60 years ago, a plane disappeared, defying all logical explanations. With a narrative full of shadows, secrets and a deep enigma that remains unsolved. Imagine a plane taking off on a seemingly ordinary morning, its route mapped to cross a distance of just over 600 kilometers. However, that flight never reached its destination. He did not cross vast oceans, face dense forests or endless deserts. It simply disappeared somewhere between takeoff and arrival, as if it had been lost in an inexplicable limbo. No trace, no sign of wreckage, no emergency call. The plane and its crew evaporated into thin air, leaving behind only unanswered questions. What happened during those hours of flight? What caused an aircraft to disappear without a trace on an apparently simple trajectory? A story that continues to echo in the annals of aviation as one of history's greatest unsolved enigmas. The mysterious disappearance of Camilo Cienfuegos, an enigma of the Cuban Revolution. In the story full of twists and turns of the Cuban Revolution, one of the most enigmatic episodes is the disappearance of Camilo Cienfuegos. A charismatic leader, Camilo played a vital role alongside Fidel Castro. However, on October 28, 1959, Cienfuegos' upward trajectory was interrupted by a mysterious event that to this day intrigues historians and generates controversial theories. Let's unravel the mystery behind the disappearance of one of the heroes of the revolution. Who was Camilo Cienfuegos? Camilo Cienfuegos, born on February 6, 1932, was a charismatic and fearless figure of the Cuban Revolution. Joining Fidel Castro in the fight against Fulgencio Batista. His close relationship with Fidel Castro and Che Guevara made him an influential figure. However, his story took a mysterious turn with his disappearance in 1959, leaving behind a legacy full of questions. The confrontation with Commander Huber Matos. Before his mysterious disappearance, Camilo Cienfuegos embarked on a mission that adds an intriguing layer to his story. His trip to Camagüey had a crucial purpose: to confront Commander Huber Matos. Matos, once an ally in the revolutionary struggle, had revolted against the new government, unhappy with the direction the Cuban Revolution was taking. Camilo, loyal to the revolutionary cause, was sent to deal with this internal dissent. Commander Huber Matos, initially a supporter of Fidel Castro's regime, had fallen out, claiming that the revolution was deviating from its original principles. Camilo's trip to Camagüey was intended to arrest Huber Matos and restore order within the revolutionary ranks. This episode adds a dramatic dimension to the mystery, as it raises questions about whether the confrontation with Matos could have any connection to the later disappearance of Camilo Cienfuegos. Once again, the thick and intricate plot of the Cuban Revolution gains a new level of complexity. After the confrontation with Commander Huber Matos in Camagüey, Camilo Cienfuegos' narrative took an unpredictable turn. The revolutionary leader, whose loyalty to the cause was unquestionable, boarded the Cessna 310 plane towards Havana. However, that flight never reached its destination, leaving behind a series of unanswered questions. The exact reason for Camilo's disappearance remains unclear to this day. Some speculate that the incident in Camagüey could have triggered events that led to his disappearance. Theories range from accidents to insider conspiracies, and the truth remains elusive. Theories. One of the theories that has emerged in this context suggests the possibility of a plane crash during Cienfuegos' supposed trip from Camagüey to Havana in a Cessna 310 plane. However, there is no concrete evidence or wreckage found to support this theory or any other, leaving the Camilo Cienfuegos' fate is shrouded in an unsolved enigma in Cuban history. After the disappearance of Camilo Cienfuegos, a crucial figure in the Cuban Revolution, the Cuban people mobilized in an intensive search for answers. Camilo was admired not only for his prominent role in the revolution, but also for his charismatic personality, which generated great commotion and concern among citizens. Led by Fidel Castro, massive efforts were undertaken to locate the commander, involving both authorities and civilians. The mobilization included searches by land, sea, and air, reflecting the fervent desire to find Cienfuegos and clarify the mystery surrounding his disappearance. The theory of internal discontent regarding the disappearance of Camilo Cienfuegos suggests that he could have been a victim of disagreements or rivalries within the Cuban government itself or the revolutionary movement led by Fidel Castro. This theory speculates that ideological differences, power struggles or internal political conflicts could have led to some type of conspiracy to remove Cienfuegos. Camilo Cienfuegos played an important role in the Cuban Revolution alongside Fidel Castro and Che Guevara. His popularity among the Cuban people and his close relationship with Castro made him an influential figure. However, some suggest that, within the revolutionary movement, tensions and mistrust may have arisen that culminated in its disappearance. This theory is based on speculation, as there is no concrete evidence or official confirmations that support the idea of internal discontent as the cause of Cienfuegos' disappearance. The political intrigue theory related to Camilo Cienfuegos' disappearance suggests that he could have been the target of conspiracies within the Cuban government or external political forces. This hypothesis proposes that political issues, internal disputes or external pressure could have played a crucial role in Cienfuegos' disappearance. A variation on this theory includes reports that a fighter plane took off from Havana Airport shortly after Cienfuegos' disappearance and returned with a part of the missile missing, specifically the missile cover. This narrative further fuels speculation about the possibility of military intervention or direct political action in the commander's disappearance. It is important to note that this theory is based on unconfirmed reports and unverified information. The external intervention theory regarding the disappearance of Camilo Cienfuegos suggests that foreign agencies or forces may have played a role in the event. According to this hypothesis, external elements could have contributed to the commander's disappearance, whether for political, geopolitical, or strategic reasons. This theory reflects the historical context of the Cold War, during which Cuba was at the center of tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union. The Cuban Revolution of 1959 and the rise of leaders such as Fidel Castro made the island a focal point in the geopolitical disputes of the time. The idea behind the theory of external intervention is that foreign interests, possibly opposed to the Cuban Revolution or certain leaders, could have influenced Cienfuegos' disappearance. However, it is important to highlight that this theory, like others related to the case, lacks substantial evidence and has not been confirmed by official sources. Dear viewers, after exploring together the mystery surrounding the disappearance of Camilo Cienfuegos, it is time to reflect on this intriguing story. If you already knew this mysterious episode of the Cuban Revolution, share with us your impressions and what you believe really happened to Camilo Cienfuegos.